You know you found something meaningful in your life when all you do is think nonstop about it. You think about this thing when you're in the shower, when you're driving to work, when you are at family dinners, when you are going about your everyday life. Thoughts of whatever this thing is can't seem to leave you be. You're obsessed, always thinking about how to improve or optimize whatever it is you're trying to do. If any of that sounds familiar, then this video is for you. In today's video, I'll be discussing how to use overthinking to your advantage and the few things I do every single day to make it so that I'm not obsessively thinking myself down a path of destruction. Let's begin. I've always had a very hyperactive brain. I'd be up late at night, pacing my room, thinking about all the stupid things I said throughout the day, thinking about how I can better prepare for my exams that are coming up, and thinking about how I can win over the praise of my sports coaches so I can get more time on the field or on the court. I was always thinking, always trying to improve things that I was dealing with in that given time of my life. And this has been something that I've experienced from a very young age up until now. The overthinking and overanalyzing has never stopped. And these days, despite all the journaling and meditation and long walks without my phone on me that I do, it seems as though this hyperactivity of my mind and my thinking has increased, especially since making these videos. I've been thinking a lot about how I can write better scripts, how I can come up with more unique ideas, how I can improve my ability to speak on camera. And these thoughts have quite honestly taken over my mind. Now, of course, there are some benefits to this. It means I have more unique ideas. I'm more open to sharing my authentic perspectives. It means I am producing more content, which ultimately can help more people, just like you. All in all, my ideas are clearer, and I'm more excited to go about my days creating this work you're here seeing. It's amazing. All the benefits in life come from compound interest. Money, relationships, habits, but especially from the compound interest of obsessive thinking about problems you're passionate about. Naval Ravikant. This, to me, is a great thing. These racing thoughts, the hyperactivity of my mind, and my eagerness to explore these ideas. It's amazing. But deeper down, it has many drawbacks. Let me explain. When you're hyper-obsessed with optimizing certain areas of your life and improving upon the things that you're passionate about, it leaves you mentally exhausted. And then when it comes time to doing other things in your life, you're checked out. You're not present. You're always thinking about this other thing and ignoring the fact that whatever's happening in your current reality is something you could be engaging with otherwise. So for me, this was, as I mentioned before, family dinners with my parents, my sister, my grandmother, and everybody else. I would be sitting there at the table eating, but completely checked out from the conversation and instead thinking about things that I was so deeply passionate about. And of course, as I mentioned, there are benefits to thinking deeply and trying to understand ways you can better your situation in that given thing. If it takes you away from the present moment, then it can be very destructive. While I'm all for deep thinking, analyzing, and assessing your situation to improve upon whatever it is you're trying to improve upon, we must find ways to make this thinking sustainable long term. Because as I mentioned, the negative consequences of this thinking, of this way of being, are detrimental, especially medium to long term. And we want to be able to use this hyperactivity and excitement with the deep thoughts to our advantage for months and years to come down the line. This said, here are some things that I do every single day to help me use this hyperactivity of my mind to my advantage. The first thing is mindfulness meditation. This doesn't mean clearing all the thoughts in your mind, but rather it means sitting down and accepting the thoughts that are in your mind, understanding them for what they are, and then casting them aside because you're more focused on this present moment. So when you do that, if you do that, don't be too judgmental of yourself. Allow the thoughts to come in, acknowledge them, cast them aside. It's as simple as that. Number 2 is going for walks outside, all by myself with no phone. This is so important because as you're going for walks, you're looking around, you're being observant of what's happening around you, and you're taking into consideration the beauty of those very small things you would otherwise overlook. When you're doing this, and you're being fully present in that moment, you calm your brain. You make it so that those thoughts that are otherwise always flooding your mind don't come to mind because you're being intentional about spotting things in your environment that are fascinating to you. And last but not least, this is doing new things that are slightly challenging to you and require your full attention. So for me, this is cooking new meals, finding recipes that I enjoy, and doing my very best to replicate them as the picture shows. If I can do that and successfully recreate the dish, then I know that I was only able to do that because I was fully immersed in that moment, not thinking about anything else. When you can do these things and truly embrace the present moment you're in without thinking about trying to improve upon whatever it is you're trying to improve upon, it makes those rapid fire thoughts about said thing even more powerful because you're not always thinking about it. Sometimes you need to step away from the noise and unplug, because that is the main way, from my experience, to come to these major realizations about whatever it is you were trying to do. So, I'll end it there. If you enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, and share with a friend who you think could really use this. Also, I have a free 3-day Recover Your Focus Challenge. It's in the description of this video. You can check that out, and you'll also be on my mailing list. Alrighty then, you take care.